Hello again, it's Bonnie from Everything Country CA, and today I'm going to show you where we left off last week and do a little bit something different. I want to do a decorate with me for my fall decor, and if you saw my video last week you would have seen my new ironstone display, which I'm showing you here. And you can go through that video to see all the details about the brands and the trademarks on the bottom of those pieces. And now what I'm going to do is show you some of the items that I bought for decorating and had last year and from before, and we'll see what would work best. So let's get started. So here we are in my dining room. There's a little bit of a glare from the light above here, the chandelier, but anyway, what I have here on the table, I just threw together some of the piles of things that I have and recently bought, and then I've got two storage bins, and I can't even remember what's in there exactly from last year and the year before, so we'll just get started. I just bought a couple weeks ago. These were $16.99 at the the HomeSense store. And two of these lovely fall pinks and browns and beiges. There's a little bit of yellow in there. I thought those might be nice, and I don't have any of the artificial flowers in that color. So I thought I'd buy two of those. They only had the two left, but there's a bunch of three, and usually when you're decorating you like to do a group of 5 or 3, so anyway, I think it'll look fine if I decide to put that together. I also threw some of my pot holders. I've got some oranges, and then there's some doilies in orange, which would be good for a fall display if I decide to go with that color scheme. And then I also at the dollar store found these groups and little bunches, and they're kind of cute, and I didn't have any with those colors in them, with some of the fall colors, and they're kind of like a rose in a off-white yellowy, I guess you could say faded color or fall colors. And then at the grocery store I bought 3 of these zucchini squash, or acorn squash they're called actually, and I wanted to do something with the green color this year because I think in the past it's stuck mostly to the oranges and the browns, but I thought it might be good to actually put some greens in and combine it with some other things. And then I have a bag of acorns that pine cones that I've used in the past for Christmas, and those are quite big ones, and they're quite lovely. And then let's see what's in these bins. Okay, so we've got a rooster, which is a good one to use. Oh, I forgot about this guy, so that's a little scarecrow guy. And I found these 2 corn on the cobs at a thrift store. Those are quite nice. I like the oranges. And then this is an old Sadler big mug that I had bought for my late husband. And then these are some of the leaves and things that you can find at the dollar store. And they usually have them every year, but I'm not sure I'm going to use them this year. We'll see. What else do I have? Oh yeah, these light colored pumpkins. I kind of think they're cute because they kind of go with everything, and they look quite realistic. I'm surprised. That one's got a bit of green in it, so it might be good with those squash. More of the pine cones, and there's some of the acorns. I think those are artificial acorns actually. And then these were ceramic pumpkins, and they were pretty cute too. So I've got orange ones and dark orange and light orange in those. And then in this box, let's see what we've got. Oh, more of the, I got fall decor on there of these things. Let's see what else is in here. Because honestly, I forget what I've got things packed away and I can't remember what I put in there. It's kind of hard to do it with one hand, but let's see. Okay, there's my Thanksgiving turkey salt pepper shaker. That's right. Forgot about that guy. And then, oh my goodness, I was wondering where this guy was. This is my other milk glass hobnail thing that I bought for $10. But that's been packed away in this pile. And then, oh, there's a nice little depression glass bowl, dessert bowl. And let's see. It's a bit of a mystery because I like the mysteries though. And then oh, there we go. Now this one has got a crack in it, but it's a beautiful large teacup and saucer pair that I think is so lovely with the browns. Yeah, that one does it have the markings? I think it says made in England, but anyway. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. Sorry for my messy thing here. A little bit of a surprise. There's the other turkey fella. Salt and pepper shaker. Oh yes, and I found these guys one year. Another set of salt and pepper shakers. With the browns. And this is kind of how it goes with this decor on the side, and you just put stuff together. It's hard to remember what is in all the packages, and I honestly don't feel like labeling every single one. Oh, and there's a nice plate, and that one is Dream Town, Johnson Brothers. Wow. So I forgot about that. That would have gone, probably could have been packed with my other brown ironstone, and there's another one. So maybe I was doing the leftover brown ironstone in this box. And then, oh, this is a lovely plate. That's a cake plate. And that one, I can't even read it. Okay, that one says standard china. I had to put it down for a second to look closely, but that is a beautiful cake plate with a lovely pattern on it with the orange flowers and looks like fall colors. And then one more, I think, under there. Oh yes, one of the, oh, there's two here. Another, oh right, this other plate, which kind of matches that one, but it's a little bit different pattern on the back. Royal York. Yes, I got some teacups and saucers in that pattern, and then one of the, I think this is Royal Mail. Yes, Royal Mail by Myatt. So that's another option. So those are all of the pieces that I could choose to decorate with for this year. It's a bit of a hodgepodge, I know, but I just wanted to put some things out and see what makes sense to me this year, because I do want to keep the nice light ironstone colors and then combine it with some other things. And I also got this lovely bouquet from my new boyfriend. We've been seeing each other for a year, and it was our anniversary on the weekend, so I might even use those flowers. I'm not even sure, but isn't that gorgeous? Anyway, so let me get started and see what makes sense. I know I want to use these, so I might start with those and then go from there. So I think what I'm going to do first is take down this big platter. It is huge. I don't want anything to happen to it. Just put it to the side for a minute, and then I'm going to take out a couple of these things because there's just too much in here. So we'll put that aside. I'm going to put this aside. And maybe even this guy here, or yeah. And I might have to put I'll take out this cross because it has the other colors, and maybe this one, and then we'll see how much more room we need because I want to have some risers in there to decorate on, but also maybe you could even take out one of the platters. That might work. Take that big one out. So I put those acorn squash there for now. I just wanted to have one on each shelf. Start with that. And now I've added the couple of those light colored pumpkins and that Royal Mail platter. So now what I've done is I've taken one of the groups of 3 of those large flowers, the artificial arrangement, and put it in here, but I had to bend back those stems because they were just too long. But I think that goes pretty well. And then I put the other one up top, and I'll put my large platter back. Brandy's barking. What do you want, honey? She's always barking when I'm trying to do a video. I think what I'll do here is I'm going to replace this chicken that I've got with this other guy, which is kind of cute and kind of goes with the color scheme a bit better. And I do like these little plates, so I'm thinking I can put one on this side just to offset, and then one on this side just to give it a touch of brown in the corner. There we go. There we go. Okay, for a touch of orange, I think I'm gonna put these doilies that I have underneath a couple of things and see what that looks like. Okay, so I added those orange pieces there. There's the pot holder, the vintage pot holder, and then also the orange doily there with that acorn squash, and then the large orange doily there at the bottom. So that kind of gives it a bit of an orange twinge or coloring, but doesn't look too overpowering. Now I've added the pot holders with the green and the orange to this washstand and those other flowers up above, just to give that a bit of a connected feel to the rest of it. Okay, I think I'm going to use these guys for finishing off the harvest type things, except I might use those corn cobs, but just to put a little bit more connection with the orange and the dark green. And let's see what that looks like. We'll put one there and one up here with this guy. Try to make it stand up a bit. There, it's a little bit flatter. And then the last one, maybe we can even leave it here. Yeah, that kind of looks okay. Or maybe there. Yeah. Okay. And I've got these 2 corn cobs. So I think one needs to go in front for sure. Maybe this one. And this one, it could actually be together. I put them like sort of like that, just sort of leaning on top of each other. To move this one back a bit. There we go. Cross them a bit. Sorry, I'm struggling with this with one hand. There we go. And that's not bad. And we need something else for the rooster. And then maybe something else up there. And then I'll put the platter back and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, I think I'm gonna put these Thanksgiving salt and pepper shakers here. And there we go. And they're kind of like lovebirds almost. There we go, they're looking at each other. Okay, and then what else? I want to add one more piece up there, and let's just see. Okay, and so what I did at the end here is I just added my other green rooster to this washstand just to give it a touch of green to go with the pot holders. And then over here I added the little scarecrow and I put back the platter. And I think that's it. I think it goes well together and it's not too overpowering with the orange and the greens, a little bit of pink. And it all kind of works together, I think. So I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope you enjoyed the decorate with me this time. It was a little bit different. I haven't done it like that before. And there's Brandy. She's got one of her chewies on the ground there. So stay tuned for next week. I'm actually waiting for an arrival of a teapot and tea set that it's a bit of a surprise. I don't want to give too much away, and I'm hoping that's going to get here before next week. And if not, then I'll be doing either a thrift haul or another display for you. And I'm still working on my part 2 teapot collection because I'm hoping that other teapot will arrive for that. Okay, so thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so, or leave me a like and a comment. I really would appreciate it. And hope everybody is enjoying their fall. Take care. Talk soon.